Hello, everyone. This is Stock Market Daily. Thank you for joining me today. It is March 29th, 2023. As always, this is not financial advice. Please don't copy my trading strategies because you will lose money. This is only for educational purposes. Okay, so looking at the chart of the SPX, we had a nice pop today, pre-market and in the morning cash open. The market was very pleased with Micron earnings, I guess. To me, they weren't that great, but Micron had a really good day today. As also, Alibaba was announced that they're splitting their businesses into separate divisions and they're going to be IPOing. So the market liked the news as well. Again, that's not something I understand why why all the sectors would be up so much from that. But I don't know. Maybe it's some funds buying or algorithms buying. Um, Regardless, the market had a nice run up above 4,000, where it obviously stayed for the day, and nothing much to report here throughout the day except the fact that we had a few little interesting in the morning. We had this part right here that kind of caught my attention where we had a 1-2 green candle, instant drop, 1-2-3 candle, instant drop, 1-2-3 again, instant drop. And over here it started acting a little bit more normal. But that to me, I remember back from GMB days, people were saying that that's pretty much algorithms or that's the hedge funds trying to manipulate the market. So they're buying, dumping, buying, dumping, buying, dumping. I don't know if that's the case, but this was a little bit suspect. Also, at this time, I placed a put option. I sold a put option for $140, I believe it was. And it was very odd that during this time of these, as it was going up and down, I mean, even though like this lower candle was higher than what this was right here by, a few points, not much, but a few points. The price of that put option remained the same. So I actually sold it for, let's take a look how much I sold it for. I sold it for 140. It was this one right here. It was my last one. And when these green candles were hitting, the price of that option didn't change. When this red candle came down, the price of the option changed slightly. But again, when it was over here, it was still 140. But I sold it right here. That usually doesn't happen. I assume that maybe volatility is growing, and that's why, with every candle, something was up. So I observed this for, this time frame, and I was like, that's not good. Something, it seems like some kind of manipulation. But at any rate, that was just an observation that I made, and it is what it is. Again, I'm not sure why the market was up this much. I mean, we're up 1.42% in the close over pretty much Alibaba and Micron. So let's take a look at the trades that I placed today. We had one more here on the call side. Let's go over the call side. So I placed the calls at 40.30, 40.35, and 40.40. This one was getting very close to the money. In fact, it went into the money towards the end. But one thing I was watching is my flex grid on TD Ameritrade. And if we back up here, you could see that this is where we started the day. Okay, so no, sorry, this is where we started the day. We ran up and we sold off. And we never came back high to the highs of the day. Okay, so we never came back to the 2000 level. However, the market was hitting fresh highs towards the end of the day on the SPX. I mean, we're sitting at a new high over here, 40, 30, 59. However, most of the stocks in the NYSE were not even close to where they were, in the morning. So Um, I was looking at my at my call positions here, and I wasn't really worried about it. But looking at the advanced decline line, but at the same time, I was watching the stocks, the ladder go up and up and up. So, um, and obviously, I got out of it. I paid how much I paid. I paid $65 to close out of this position. But I wasn't like freaking out thinking that it's gonna shoot past 40.35 or anything like that. I didn't even think it's gonna reach 40.35. And I waited till the last second to close this position, and that was 455, 355. So, this I keep talking about. Oh, let me go back. I keep talking about the advanced decline line, and this is just another example of how you could see that the SPX is inching up, and Apple is inching up, and Microsoft is inching up to new highs, and Amazon and everybody else is getting up there. But the rest of the market might not be participating. And when you see this happening, let me zoom in. I mean, it was going up, but it was not going up to the same velocity as it was earlier in the morning. On the other hand, had this been following along with these big stocks, yeah, I would be in trouble here. Then I would be in trouble. I would need to close this. And I think I would be ended up in the money on 40.30, 40.35, and maybe even 40.40. However, just want to kind of explain to you my thought process and say, okay, I see it going up. I see the SPX going up, but at the same time, there's a good conviction between from why I'm thinking it's not going to be a massive run up, or I might not be in trouble here when you're looking at this line reaching your position. So that's that. And on the put side, you could see my positions 39.90. 39.85 and 39.65, and obviously I did not close those. I only put on 3. So it was 3 on the call side, 3 on the put side. I saved 1 on the put side just in case we were going to sell off, because again, I didn't really understand the rally today in the pre-market and in the morning. So I saved 1, and I just didn't want to, if we're sold off even higher or lower, I guess I should say, I didn't want to be trapped. Also, another thing I want to mention is that today the premiums were very small. In order to get my usual, what I'm trying to look for is 450 or so. It just wasn't there. You have to be really close to the money. So there's the highest one I put on was 39.30, which was about 20 points away from being in the money. And I thought that was kind of a risky position, but especially with the run up, there's no reason why we couldn't sell off a little more, but we didn't, luckily, and that was it. So that is it. That's the rest. So these are the trades. I believe I got to count it up still, but you'll see the in the description and in the picture how much I made. I think it was like 1,500 or 1,600. So overall, not a bad day. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. I don't think there's anything coming out on Thursday. On Friday, we do have some data that's coming out, which may move the market. So it'll be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. Are we going to kind of keep up on this trajectory, or just kind of stay in this 4,000 now and 4,030 or 40? I was hoping we would stay in the 39.50 to the 4,000 level, but we broke through that, obviously, on the news. So we'll see if tomorrow the perspective changes and if if we decide to sell off from here. So trade safe, and I do these every single day. So I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye-bye.